Hello my fellow fasting friends, it's Jackie, and today I'm going to share with you something that I get asked about a lot. What does it mean to have one meal a day? So I'm going to discuss how I approach it and how I've come to understand it as an intermittent faster. So the thing to understand is that it's not the same for every single person. So this is my point of view, how I implement it, and how I am successful with it. If you're new around here, I am someone that absolutely loves to eat. I love cooking, I love to feed my family, and that's what I do on a regular basis. So I share with you how I still love to eat food, how I still love to prepare and share food as an intermittent faster. So if you're interested in food or fasting or both, stick around and hit that subscribe button. So today I'm going to discuss with you how I implement one meal a day, and we're going to get started right now. So this is one of my favorite snacks to open my window with. I also, a lot of times, will do almond milk and granola, or granola with a Greek yogurt, or cheese and egg chaffles, fried pickles. There's a lot of different things that I do to open my window. This is one of my favorites, and I kind of go in spurts, especially since you have to buy the ingredients. Of course, this is just a sample one meal a day for me. I don't eat the same thing every day, but it gives a pretty good idea of what appetizer, dinner, dessert looks like for me on a daily basis. And you'll see that I eat lots of yummy foods. I'm gonna break my fast right here at 20 hours and 19 minutes. Save. First bite of the day is always a great one. This appetizer is definitely not the first thing I do every single day. I don't eat a bagel every day. Some days it's yogurt, some days it's almond milk and granola. So during my eating window is when I also have like beverages like LaCroix that are flavored, or diet sodas, or flavored coffee. I love French vanilla black coffee, or even an iced coffee with cream and sugar. I do all of that kind of stuff during an eating window. I don't have any of that today, but I don't exclude it. I definitely have it if I want it. So all of my beverages that aren't black, plain coffee, or plain water are in my eating window, like this LaCroix. Okay, so for dinner we're having tacos. I'm sure I'll have multiple tacos, I just don't have room, and chips and salsa. And that is my true meal of the day. These are spicy potato tacos. I make these because my vegetarian loves them. Almost every single one of my one meal a day has a dessert of some sort. So like today I'm actually going to be making hot chocolate, and I'm going to have this before I have dinner, so it's in between my bagel and my dinner. I also really like to have whatever's around the house. Right now we have these cinnamon schoolbook cookies from Trader Joe's. I absolutely love them. They're not open right now. Otherwise I'd probably be having a couple of these in my window as well. Or it can even be as simple as just a small piece of chocolate or a piece of candy. I don't eat a ton of chocolate or candy, but if I want something sweet before I close my window, I do sometimes gravitate towards having one piece of this bar. But it doesn't have to be the same thing, and I don't make myself have dessert, but pretty much every day I do like to have something sweet. A lot of times I do like to have my sweet thing before dinner, but it depends really on the day. So today I'm making myself a hot chocolate. So one thing I wanted to point out and make sure it was clear is, even though I'm sharing with you what would be like an appetizer, a dessert, and an entree for my one meal a day, I'm also not super duper rigid about it. So if I have, say, butter chicken from the night before left over, I might have a small bowl of rice with butter chicken 2 or 3 hours before I eat dinner, and then still eat dinner. If I have leftovers I really want to eat, I'm not going to let them go to waste. I will eat them, but I don't do it regularly. Also, I don't diet at all, so in my mind I don't tell myself I can't eat anything. But that doesn't mean, like, if I make homemade coconut cream pie and I have that 3 nights in a row, that the next night I'm going to make up a pumpkin pie with whipped cream. I'm still cognizant of what I put into my body and how often, but the fact that I'm not dieting allows me to follow my cravings, to enjoy them, but then I also don't feel deprived to where I need to binge and eat it all the time. So like, this hot chocolate sounded really good to me today. I want a hot chocolate, but tomorrow I probably won't want one because I've had one today and yesterday. So the important thing to know is I have shown you my one meal a day as far as appetizer, entree, dessert, those 3. It may not be in that same order, and it's usually in a 2 to 4 hour window is my pretty typical. But that doesn't mean that I'm super rigid about it, so I allow myself to kind of let my hunger guide me. I do feel like my appetite is correcting itself and I'm being more mindful. but I also don't have a diet mentality. I'm really trying to shake that. So if I want a donut, I'll have a donut. I don't have a no donut rule, or I don't say I can't eat this or I can't eat that. And that's one of the things I really love about intermittent fasting, is by really narrowing when I eat, I have the freedom to eat what I want. And that freedom really doesn't put limitations on me where I'm obsessing then about the sugar that I can't eat. And I really have appreciated that. And I think the benefit of allowing myself to eat whatever I want means nothing's off limits, so then I'm not obsessing about it and constantly thinking about the foods I can't eat. So when I want a hot chocolate, I have a hot chocolate, I get it out of my system, and then the next day I probably don't need that same thing. So my body really does kind of give me cravings. I'm finding the longer I'm doing intermittent fasting, the more I'm able to listen to my body and really still able to enjoy the foods that I love. The other thing is, if I say make my son a bowl of goldfish, I might pop one or two in my mouth. I'm not gonna film that for you guys. I don't do that super often just because I'm not in the habit of doing it when I'm fasted. If I get my son a snack and I pop one or two of whatever he's having in my mouth, no big deal. I don't even think of it really, because it happens so infrequently in my eating window. I just go with it. That kind of stuff still occurs in my eating window. Or if I'm, you know, making dinner, I test the sauce. That kind of stuff still happens. I don't strictly eat whatever the appetizer is and that's all I can eat and only what's on my plate. I just have an eating window. The main focus, in my opinion, is I'm not eating 2 meals a day. I'm not sitting down and having giant portions twice a day. If I feel like I had a single meal, then it's 1 meal a day to me. That is my opinion. That's kind of what I've gathered over my last 7 months of intermittent fasting and being part of Facebook groups and reading the books. And I feel like having one substantial meal and then an appetizer and a dessert, it's like my 3-course meal over a number of hours every single day, and I love it. And I feel wonderful, and I'm seeing the health benefits. So that is how I approach 1 meal a day. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you have ever considered, and I can cheers to you. If any of these ideas sounded good to you, or you want more ideas on the foods and how I implement intermittent fasting, I'm gonna share with you how I implement 500 calorie down days once a week. You can check out that video right here. Or you can check out a long ago what's for dinner, where I share with you an overview of different types of dinners that I make for my family during the week. Thank you so much for watching. Chow down and chow.